So here while setting the set state of the artist detail, okay, here instead of artist we have artists, okay, so that's why this page is getting black, okay, blank, okay. So if I save the artist and save the file, so now you can see we have we got all these details, right, artist details. So whenever we are hovering on any of this artist, okay, you see this icon is coming, right? So how I have done this, let me show you. If you go in the card file, so here you see in on this start icon, on this icon I have add this class, okay, which is start icon. So let us move in the SCSS file. If you go in the start icon, I set the visibility hidden, okay, at initially. But if someone hover on this card icon, on this card, okay, so see on this card, if somebody hover on the card, so what I did, dot card colon hover, at that time this start icon visibility should be visible, okay. So this is how I did. So the next thing what we want to do is somebody click on any of the card, what we want to use all the songs of this artist, okay, of any of this artist. Now let us set up our React router, okay, such that easily we can, suppose if somebody click on any of the artist, okay, we will pass that ID in the URLs, and in that page we will access that URL, okay. So that's why here I am passing this URL, okay, this URL thing. So let us set a function on click handle URL, okay, constant handle URL. So here we need to just npm install react router DOM, okay. So after installing react router DOM, let us import the use navigate, okay. Import use navigate from react router DOM, okay. So constant navigate use navigate, okay. So we need to navigate to the URL, okay. So right now we have this our main section is completed, okay. So right now we have to make the left navbar and the right navbar, okay. So let us just so in the app.js file, let us import the left navbar, okay, left navbar. So right now our left navbar and right navbar is totally empty, just text, okay, left navbar, and in the right navbar is right navbar, okay. So let us just import right navbar. So let us wrap this component inside this section, okay. Add some class name parent box, okay. So right now you see we have one more class which is 3 column. So if I save the file, you see we have this section is divided in 3 columns. The first one is left navbar, and the middle one is popular artist, and the second one is right navbar, okay. So now let us make the styling of this left navbar such that it is looks more beautiful, okay. After that we will make the styling of this right navbar, okay. So let us go in the left navbar. So let's remove this one, and you take this nav tag, and inside this nav tag let us create a nav, okay. So inside this div we have span, okay. Let us create one more span. So inside this span we need a home icon, okay. So let us use this home icon. This home icon, okay. And inside this span let us use this home, okay. So and we need one more, which is for the search icon we want, okay. Search, okay, this one. Instead of home, just put the search, okay. So now let us see how it looks like. So right now we have this home and search, okay. So let us move in the code. And also one thing, let us import this left navbar as CSS, okay, such that styling is also getting applied on this class name, import dot slash styles slash left navbar dot css. Okay, so instead of these just put the nav item. Okay, nav items, and this nav item just wrap create a new div and put the nav. Okay, so this css this html part you can just copy the code from github. Okay, such that it is more you don't need to write. So now if you see if you go in the, not this one here, so see our this styling is done, right? So let me write the other things as well. So div dot library. Okay, so inside this div we have one more div dot. So here I'm for library we are using this icon. Okay, let us use this. Okay, library music. So now if I save the file, you see your library, this is also getting styled. So now what we need, we need one more, which is library box. Okay, inside this library box I am using this span. Tooltip. Okay, so this search icon, and we also have this search in your library. Okay, this tooltip is also coming. So now we need a input box. Okay, such that user can type and whatever he want he can search. Okay, the type should be text and the name should be search history, and instead of id let us remove and put the placeholder. Okay, search in your library, and let's put the class name, which is search library. Okay, so now if we save, you can see we have this search in your library is also coming. So in the left navbar I have write all the codes. Okay, all these are just a simple basic html. Okay, so let us see in our react application. You see the left navbar section is it got styled, right? So okay, the artist section is getting empty because here you see the invalid access token. Okay, the whatever the token we had initially, that token is expired. Okay, so we need to generate a new token. Okay, so what we need to do, we just need to make the login first. Okay, let us just uncomment that login. Okay, so the style this login style is also getting impacted because the reason is here we have defined some classes, right? So we will fix later. Just right now just do the login. If you click the login, you see our token is getting updated. Okay, so right now if I just comment this one and uncomment the other component, so you see these the artist details we get, right? So now it's time to make the other right navbar section. Okay, for the right navbar I also just copy and paste all the codes. Okay, instead of writing all the codes. Okay, so let us go in the right navbar. Here I have just copy and paste all the codes. Okay, You just need to have comment some of the codes like favorite song edit, because we did implemented this function. Okay, so just comment out this one, and also just comment out this line of code which is handle add playlist. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so if you now refresh the page, you can see we have the left section and the right section and the middle section. Okay, we are going to implement our the React router. Okay, so that whenever the user click on any of this any of the artist, it will went on the artist detail page. Okay, so let us let us implement our React router. Okay, so here what we need to do, we just need to okay, just search on the Google. Okay, React router. Okay, so inside the React router we have this create browser router, right? So just copy this line of code. Okay, see, everything we have on internet. Okay, so we don't need to remember everything. Okay, you just need to know from where you have to copy. So let us create a constant router. Okay, constant router, create browser router. Okay, inside the create browser router we have array of object, right? So let's create the array of object. The first one is path and the second one is element. Okay, the first one is path, the first one is home path. Okay, and the element is uh, dashboard, right? And the second path should be uh, our the second path should be that artist. Okay, sorry, that login page, right? We have login page as well, slash login. Okay, here is the element should be login. Okay, and the third one is we want to create a new page which is slash artist. Okay, artist. So this element should be that artist page we haven't created yet. Okay, let me just create a new component. Okay, artist I think we already created. Okay, so artist we already have. We need a new component which is artist playlist. Okay, so let us create a new component which is artist playlist. Okay, so let us import this artist playlist. Okay, artist playlist. Okay, so now what we have to do, we just need to pass this as a React router provider. Okay, so here just need to pass the router provider, and inside this router provider right now we don't need to pass all these component. Okay, just comment out. So at the time of dashboard we also need the left navbar, right? Left navbar, and now dashboard, and that the right navbar we have to wrap inside the JSX. Okay, so at the when this path should be our main route. Okay, we have to pass the left navbar, dashboard, and the right navbar. Okay, and at the time of login we only need this login and the artist playlist. We need left navbar, right navbar, and this artist playlist. Okay, left navbar and this artist playlist and this right navbar. Okay, so now if you go in our application, so if you go right now to the login page. Okay, we have to fix this one. Let's fix. Okay, so let us check whether we are logged in or not. Okay, so global state is our use selector. Okay, login details dot okay, while logging in. Okay, let us just pass one more key. Something like this is logged in. Okay, is logged in should be boolean, either it's a false or true. Okay, so at the time of login, where is that login slice? So here let us pass is login. Okay, is login set to true. Okay, is login, initially it is false. Okay, so if somebody do the login, you can see we have this login data as well, right? Login dot is login. So right now it is true. So based on this we will check, okay, whether it's whether we have logged in or not. Okay, so inside the main app here, so we will check state.login, state.login.login, state.login dot is login. Okay, state.login dot is login. Okay, so now we will check if we are logged in. Okay, then in that case we will not pass this three column class. Okay, so let me, if I remove this one, so you see our login page is fine, right? So if I add this one, so our login page is getting divided in three columns. This page is getting divided in three columns. That's why our this login section is come at the left side. Okay, so based on this global state we will define this, we will pass, either we have to pass this three column or not. Okay, okay, sorry, constant scss class. Okay, our parent box always be there. Okay, parent box should always be there and separated by space plus. Now we will check whether we have this global state. Okay, if this global state is true, in that case we will pass, it means it is logged in. Okay, so in this case we will pass this three column. Okay, otherwise we will not pass anything, we just keep it empty. Okay, GLOP. Okay, just fix the name. So now let us pass this class. Okay, okay, let's wrap this. Okay, let's wrap this in a bracket. So now you see our this class name is parent box plus three column. Okay, so this is fine. So the way I have handled here. Okay, there is some other different ways as well. Here we have only three component. Okay, so that's why I wrote like this. If suppose we have 100 of component, okay, in that case this is not the right way, because every time whenever the page changes it will render the left navbar and the right navbar. So right now what are the things is done, the navigation is done based on this login. Okay, if you go in the login page you see, okay, why, okay, right now because that we are already logged in, right? So we just passing, we are just changing the route, so that's why. Okay, let us fix that as well. Instead of writing, so what we do, if we are logged in, okay, if this global state is true, suppose this global state is true, it means we are logged in. Okay, otherwise if we, or redirect to login. Okay, for redirection we are using navigate. Okay, navigate. Okay, so here instead of login let us pass the navigate to /login. Okay, so here as well if we are at login, and one more thing, suppose we global state, if we are logged in, okay, in that case we do not want to go in the login page if someone try to change the URL directly. So in that case we will navigate to home route, right? And otherwise that login page, that login, and same thing here as well. Let me just copy this thing. Instead of dashboard, here we have this artist playlist. Okay, so now why I did this, because suppose, see, you are at login. Okay, if somebody directly want to move directly change the URL and move to the login page, it is not supposed to be the good way, right? If suppose we directly show the login page, and the user is already logged in, so it is not good, right? So right now if the user directly change the URL, if we click the enter, you see user didn't redirect to that login page, right? He is still at the home page. So that's why I have implemented this one. Okay, if the global state is login, then only in that case user will redirect to the home page, otherwise login. Okay, so that's why I did this. So now what we have to do, there is still something left, is suppose somebody click on any of these artists. Okay, so in this case we have to redirect we have to print all the songs related to this artist. Okay, so here in this card component you see why I pass this URL. So now you get it, right? So let me just uncomment this, import this use navigate. Okay, import use navigate from router DOM. Okay, so now if you see, if I click on any of the URL, okay, so see we redirect to this artist playlist, right? So now let us create the component of this artist. Okay, based on this ID, whatever ID we get here. So in the artist playlist, so here if you see get artist top track. Okay, so we are going to use this API such that if we pass the ID, okay, and the market, in the market we will pass the Indian. Okay, IN for India. Okay, so you can see if I hit the request, so you see we are getting lots of details, right? So we are going to use this URL for getting the ID of that particular artist, sorry, for the track of that particular artist. Okay, let's define a state. Okay, artist track set artist track. Okay, initially it should be null. Okay, and so now what we have to do, you just need to okay, let us first import, and now what we want to do, we just need this ID, right? So for getting this ID is equal to window dot location dot search. Okay, dot split based on this ID. Okay, and we will take the second one. Okay, so what this will do, let me show you here in the inspect section. Okay, so if I do window dot location dot search. Okay, so if I do window dot location dot search, you can see we are getting all this, we are getting this ID with this question mark ID is equal to. Okay, like this part. Okay, so if I do the window dot location dot search dot split, if I split this string based on question mark ID is equal to. Okay, so you see what we are getting, sorry, split, not split. Okay, so you see we are getting an array of, okay, the first 0th index is empty string and the other one is our ID. Okay, so that's why I have written here split of ID of 1. Okay, and let's make our API call such that we will get all over data. Okay, artist top track. Okay, so inside this artist top track we can write our let me write this URL first. Okay, URL is equal to, what is our URL? Our URL is this one, right? So at the place of ID we just need to add this okay, here string I added somehow. So instead of this ID we need capital ID, right? So now right now our URL is ready, we just need to pass this, right? So axios.get, here just need to pass the URL and inside the headers we need that authorization bearer, right? Authorization bearer, right? And inside here we need to pass the token. So for token we have already stored globally, right? So let us use that token, access token. Okay, so use selector state. Okay, state login details dot access token, right? login.detail.access token. So this access token we need to pass here, right? So now, okay, let's import this Axios. So we can use then catch as well. Okay, console doc error. Okay, so here when we are getting the artist, all the artist top track, okay, what we will do, we just set this artist track in the set artist track. Okay, so set artist track response.data. Okay, so let us just print this response and let's see are we getting our response properly or not. Okay, so if I refresh the page, okay, let me remove this. In network section we are getting missing country parameter. Okay, so okay, let's pass the country parameter. Let's see how we have to pass country. Okay, so here you can see question mark market is equal to in. Okay, so question mark market is equal to in. So if I refresh the page, you see we are getting our all the track, right? So here we have this track. Inside this track we have this preview URL. Okay, such that we can play that song and the name and all the things whatever we need. Okay, so we are getting response.data. Okay, inside this data response.data.tracks. Okay, so here we have to set response.data.tracks, right? Response.data.tracks. Okay, so now we have to create a component such that we can show all our data. Okay, so now in the return function let us write our HTML code. Okay, div dot selected artist main box. Okay, so inside this we have this section dot music player. You can just copy and paste from the GitHub. Okay, and one thing we also need to do whenever any artist okay, suppose we selected let me go in the home page. So here if you select this artist Darshan Rawal. Okay, so what we want to do, we just want to show his image in the background. Okay, and the names and the number of followers. Okay, so for that what we have to do, we just need, by using this ID, this is artist ID, right? So based on this ID we are try to get the details. Okay, so in the Redux we already have stored all the artist related data here, artist detail. Inside this artist details we have all the details, right, related to that artist. So here what we are going to do, based on this ID we try to get these details. Okay, let us first global artist. Okay, let us put the name global artist. Okay, use selector. Okay, state dot artist detail. Okay, artist dot details or details. Okay,